Righty then, here we are for the Season 6 Gran Turismo finale, and we are ending Tier 2 with a bang. A three-way Drivers' Championship battle between Reno King 98, JOLEARY 87 and TEIPOS _games 44. These three drivers will be competing for the big prize, which is waiting for them at the checkered flag at the second race, and I cannot wait to be the man to witness it all. And obviously the rest of the drivers, congratulations to you all as well for actually competing and having fun at the same time. Obviously massive shout out to the whole Tier 2 driver lineup who are right now here in this lobby, as well as some more, and a massive shout out especially to the title contenders, who we are only waiting for one more, as these two are next to each other. The two Dutchmen are waiting. Chills has just joined, as we are waiting on a couple more drivers as well. And there's JOLEARY, the three title contenders. We got them all next to each other. It's either going to go Dutch or it's going to go to the United Kingdom. And can JOLEARY hold on to what Charizard has just started, if anything, as there he is in his Porsche. And I cannot wait to commentate this iconic Gran Turismo track, Watkins Glen, for the finale of the Season 6, ending exactly with F1 for the first time. And we will start fresh, possibly on the 3rd for F1, and I'm pretty sure 8th. No, 4th. No, not the 4th. Around the 7th or the 8th on GT, as there is a 2-week break period, which there will be some off-season streams for GT7, so that the drivers don't get bored or anything like that. I'm just waiting on the drivers right now to well, for Reno to give the green light. There's Pyro, who has just joined, and I'm just waiting for that green light, which Reno will set at exactly 3 minutes time, as you see in the top right hand corner. And looks like TEIPOS Pyro came with a special livery, this one-off livery for tonight. Skittles has done the exact sorry, the Jaguar team has stayed the same. The Lancer team has done the same. There's Trucker in the RX Vision, which you're not really meant to be using that, but we'll just let it be. You can tell that these drivers have all been actually racing, and there's just me with an E and a C. Like, you can just tell that I've not been basically racing, and I'm pretty sure there's the green light, as all the drivers are in, and well, most of them anyway. Thanks for revving your car so much. And there's the livery. It's a fully chrome gold livery for TEIPOS and Pyro, which we will actually have a look on track in a minute. It's going to be very interesting to see, as there's Pyros as well for the constructors, I'm pretty sure. 5 minutes and 5 minutes. No, never mind. I don't know. Sam Glove is also here, just waiting on a couple more drivers to join. As there's the tier 3 stream, which every single tier has a title decider in Watkins Glen. For tier 3 it is Ross and I'm pretty sure it is SR Sins who are fighting for the tier 3 crown. In tier 1, obviously, if you haven't heard, it is Iggy and BR4 who are fighting for the crown. And here in tier 2 you got this man right here, JOLEARY, with TEIPOS, and for some reason I still can't find RENO's car. And stop revving your car so much, Tracker. Thank you, because that's all I heard, like. There we go. I won't bother. Right. I'm just waiting on these drivers to hurry up, as we are waiting on one more, and that's about it. As GT seems to be the preferred league over F1 actually, but I don't know for sure. But that's obviously in my opinion, as even the admins have joined in on GT7, the likes of Reaper and Boomer. So we will hopefully see them very soon on the track instead of commentary. And Reno is typing. No, 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 thank you. I don't want to go as a Viper. And here we are. And it's go, go, go. And I have a black screen. And there goes the drivers. There's everyone out on the track. There's Reno, one of the title contenders. Both of the Lancers are already out on track. Jesus Christ, it is loud. Trucker, there he is in 5th. That's only just for now. Let's have a look at that golden livery as we have a close look at this livery. And there it is. You can see the wings of the Aston on the sides. Obviously you got the stripe down the middle. Aston Martin on spoiler, and fully chrome gold car, representing possibly the constructors fight, which, funny enough, I will go through the standings as we speak, and who has had a good season, who's had a mediocre season, and things like that. That's tier 1, that's not what I want. I want tier 2. But I'll go through most of the standings anyway in this stream, just in case you don't know. So, Reno, TEIPOS, JOLEARY, obviously the title contenders, as they are only 28 points separated. Filthy had a pretty good season with 101 points. Started in, I'm pretty sure, Red Bull Ring in the wet, and he had a pretty solid start to the season. Pyro, brilliant season for him in 5th. Mr. Bazik in 6th, Smells of Funk, who unfortunately isn't here with us anymore, in 7th, Jamie 8th, Lego in 9th, in the Lancer. Olive, he was just too fast, and he basically got dropped / moved up, and he's up into tier 1. Elite Spectre is another one who got moved up. And that is it for the most part, pretty much. For the constructors in tier 2, you have Aston Martin, who at the moment are leading by 43 points to Jaguar, and Aston could win it here in Watkins Glen, and TEIPOS might possibly take the championship as well. as I'm hoping that the three title contenders, we have a good start. Title contenders at the front, and we have an absolute banger to start off with the sprint race, as the three title contenders clash in lap 1, turn 1, going at each other head to head on track. All the friendly talk is over, and now it's all about the talk on track at this point. Porsche in third, so the three title contenders, well, unfortunately Porsche cannot win it, as they are 73 points away, but they can still take, no, they can't even take second. Unfortunately, they will be in third, but Hyundai could take it as well, as they are 48 points behind Porsche. Mitsubishi as well, only 52 points away from Porsche, so they could still end up on the podium as well. The BMW of Kingston and Jamie in sixth with 115 points. The Mercedes-Benz team in seventh, and the Ford Mustangs in eighth, as we round off the final corner with TEIPOS. And what time is it going to be? Is it going to be provisional pole? It is going to be provisional pole, as JOLEARY is down in third. Where is RENO at this point? He's in 10th, just rounding off the final bend, and he goes third fastest. So the title contenders already in the top 5, showing why they've been the most consistent drivers this season. And this is why the season finale is always the race which I'm always looking for to commentate, as most of the title deciders have happened during the final race of the season, and it's my personal favourite, as we get to crown the newly crowned champion in this tier. And obviously they will be remembered in the history books of ALR GT racing, whoever takes the crown in tier 2. And as we move up a tier to tier 1, Iggy only leading BR4 by 34 points, and they are the only two who are fighting for the drivers. Gapaiko in third, NLR Sickboy in fourth, who he hasn't had the best season, but looks like he has quit this season, and he would have been in the top 3 race. Magisgurk in fifth. RDO has kind of slipped up a bit with his results since the Red Bull Ring, but he's still up there in the top 10. Simon in the McLaren as well in 7th. Owen, who had a brilliant season and coped brilliantly in tier 1, he's in 8th. Moosh, Lego Man in 9th, the runner-up in tier 2 of season 5. And he, to Black Charizard, who he hasn't really coped brilliantly in tier 1, and Lego has. He's came out in 9th, Moosh in 10th, Raging Mage in 11th, Ryaba Aga, who is now in, for some reason, tier 2, I don't know why. Oh, actually, no, never mind. He's in 12th, Slimmy Cam in 13th, Nobbles, who I don't know if he'll be racing at all, but he's in 14th, DB Elite in 15th, Olive, since his promotion to tier 1, he's in 16th, Elite Spectra in 17th, Lars T07 in 18th, Joe Royal hasn't really coped brilliantly, same as Black Charizard since his promotion to tier 1, he's down in 20th. KG Racing, who is now in tier 2, he's in 24th, and Geordie is the other driver who had the chance to win last season's championship, is down in 25th. That rounds off tier 1, and tier 3, funny enough, as I did, Hims is leading Ross Form in the race for the drivers championship by 29 points. BO has been dropped out of contention as following his poor result in Laguna Seca, and now he's out of contention. He's 58 points away, and only Ross Thorne remains. Major had a brilliant season. He's in 4th, Sways in 5th, Wissa in 6th, Juna in 7th, Madman Jam in 8th. Okay, Payan, who has been promoted to Tier 2, it was 10th following his succession in Tier 3. He's doing he's coping brilliantly in Tier 2, to be fair to him, as he at the moment is in 5th. And would you look at this, Reno TEIPOS 1 and 2. JOLEARY, please get in the mix very soon. And who else is there? JP Greenwood in 14th, as he didn't have a brilliant season at all in Tier 3. The admin Reaper, he did have a couple good results in Mount Panorama 7-7, same as the Red Bull Ring 5-10, but which got him 17th, but it's not really good for his standard, is it? But other than that, it's yeah, and Reno just set the fastest 2nd sector. So could this possibly mean he could be in for the race on pole position? But as we speak, he did lose out on a bit of time, as JOLEARY just started his fresh lap, and that is it. The 10 minutes are up. Final laps, lads, as JOLEARY has to make this this lap count. As I'm just quickly reading where I've mentioned. Okay, this one. JOLEARY really has to make this lap count as he finishes Sector 2, going on to no, hold on, no. Ain't there 4 sectors in this? I'm pretty sure there are 4 sectors. Wait, why? Move, guys. Anyway, moving on. Reno in 3rd, Filthy in 2nd, TEIPOS first blood in the constructors race, already 2/10 quicker than everybody else in this lobby. And will he spill first blood in this title fight, as he just rounds off the second to last corner? As I haven't got the comments up, as there's JOLEARY, we see him here, and let's have a look really quickly. Can he improve on his time and possibly be in that top 5 race? And it's not going to be good enough. He settles for 9th, to be fair. TEIPOS improves into the 44s. Reno gives us a front row lockout with TEIPOS and Reno. And unfortunately, first blood to TEIPOS and Reno. JOLEARY being left out of this amazing three-man title race, as this is the 2nd season in a row as well. I forgot to mention that this has been, hold on, there we go, 3 sectors. Yeah, I thought that there was 3 sectors, but other than that, TEIPOS first blood on the grid, on pole position, with Reno in 2nd, Filthy 3rd, Kingston 4th, Payan in 5th, Mr. Bazak 6th, brilliant quali from him, Trucker in 7th, Skittles 8th, JOLEARY in 9th. Unfortunately, he's very far back, so he has to do a bit of work. Sackloff 10th, Pyro 11th, Andy 12th, and my game has screwed up again, as I completely forgot, and It's lights out, away we go, and Reno gets a brilliant start off the line, and he's took first place. As I need to quickly set it up, and Reno from the line takes the lead from TEIPOS, so he has the first brilliant start as TEIPOS tries to go back at him, going up into turn 2, up the hill. TEIPOS Reno still side by side, going into turn 3 and down the straight. Reno with with a brilliant start, he takes the lead of the race. And here we go into the chicane, the first one of the two. Reno in first for now as he cuts a little bit of the corner there, so I'm pretty sure that's going to give him a little bit of a penalty. But TEIPOS in second, Filthy third, Payan in fourth, Trucker fifth, trying to pick up some positions. Lego in seventh, and where is JOLEARY? He's down in 12th now. That is not good if he wants to stay alive in this. This is the more important battle for now, as Reno and TEIPOS are still going at it, going into the hairpin with well, this first lap still, as TEIPOS has a little twitch of oversteer there, as Reno gets a brilliant exit out of the hairpin, and into another hairpin we go for between Reno and TEIPOS, as Filthy is there in the background, same as Payan and Lego, with TEIPOS trailing the championship leader for now. Anyway, this could still end up any way, I should say, as we go 3 wide there between Chills, Andy and Sam Glove, as I will need to keep a close eye on that top 2 as well, as we round lap 1 of Watkins Glen, and second blood to Reno King 98, as he at the moment is leading the Watkins Glen sprint race. And TEIPOS there, as I just saw, he is closing the gap really quickly to Reno, and up the hill and into the straight we go with Reno and TEIPOS as we drive on board with TEIPOS here into the chicane we go, setting the first sector purple, same as Reno, and brilliant exits out of the chicanes. Entries as well, as TEIPOS closes the gap even closer, as Reno is holding that racing line, trying to not let TEIPOS through. Into the hairpin we go, into another straight as TEIPOS closes the gap even more, literally pushing Reno through the corner, and into another hairpin we go between Reno and TEIPOS. TEIPOS down the inside, and is it going to be first place for TEIPOS? But no, Reno will try and hold on as they go side by side, touching each other, and TEIPOS on the inside line. Can TEIPOS take it? He will, but Reno goes back at him, and it's still side by side. Reno, TEIPOS going at it like champions, and I'm absolutely speechless, but I had to somehow commentate this, as this is absolutely brilliant. Reno, TEIPOS through the whole lap have been firing it out on track, as TEIPOS gets a little touch of Reno's Jaguar, but TEIPOS on the inside line, but Reno has the outer line and the traction, and he will remain in first place. He goes on the inside line so that he can go a little bit defensive here, going into turn 1, and he's going to hold first. TEIPOS pushing Reno there a little bit off the track, but that won't matter. Reno still holds first. Up the hill, turn 2, turn 3 and turn 4. Reno still holding the lead from TEIPOS, and as JOLEARY tries to come back through the field, which obviously will be quite difficult for him, Reno and TEIPOS are out here at the front fighting it out, and soon enough it's going to be JOLEARY out of contention, as Reno gets a brilliant exit from the chicane, as TEIPOS starts to close in the gap. That gold livery, that's the Martin, and into another hairpin. You just see Filthy there in the background of these two, as the champion Titans are going at it head to head, first and second, as here we go for the lead of the race. Reno gives room to TEIPOS on the inside, and he's going to hold first place, but Reno will not get that position very easily, as the bank tires, and TEIPOS has to go round the outside, unfortunately, of Reno. Reno on the inside. Who's going to have the better exit? And it's going to be TEIPOS. Never mind. They go side by side. Filthy starts to close in the gap. as TEIPOS takes the lead of the race. And Reno can't do nothing about it. Filthy in there, just chilling there in third. As these two titans are going at it head to head. Filthy, do not interfere, because I swear to God, that TEIPOS will slowly start to run away if Reno did not do enough practice on this track, as TEIPOS did get pole position and the fastest lap overall in quali, so no surprise he's going to be fast around this track as he goes a little bit wide there, same as Reno, same as Filthy, but that won't really matter as they still start going up the hill, turn 3 to turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, but Reno side by side soon, and here we go again into the chicane. Tries to get the slipstream, and there it is. They go side by side once again. Who's going to be breaking out late? And it's going to be Reno who breaks very late, and Reno takes back the lead of the race. This is absolutely insane, but Filthy would interfere, and Filthy, well, unfortunately he had the inside line, but TEIPOS still holds second even around the outside of Filthy. Reno, that gives a little bit of breathing space for Reno, but not for long, as TEIPOS back again for vengeance, as TEIPOS and Reno Filthy heads into the hairpin. TEIPOS down the inside, banging a little bit of the tyres between Reno and TEIPOS, as apparently there was a problem with the live chat, and this definitely is the sprint race of the season, as well, there is podium changes all the time. Reno, TEIPOS still going at it, and I am not even checking the rest of the field, as this is really entertaining for not only me but for you lot at home as well. Reno, TEIPOS, the two Dutchmen Titans going absolutely head to head, fourth lap in a row, about to be 5 very, very soon. Reno still holds the lead for this sprint race. Not long left to go. Only another 7 minutes left. No, hold on, 8 minutes left to go in this sprint race. As Jesus, this has been really entertaining. I don't know how other tiers are doing, but at the moment I'm giving my coverage. But wow, so far this race has been absolutely insane. I will need some water after all this. Wow, honestly. And there goes Reno, a little bit of a breathing space for himself. This is the strongest part, that's for sure, for Reno, as he gets brilliant entry, brilliant exit out of the chicane. And through the racing line, both they go. Filthy can't even stay with them. He was only there for a little bit because of the fighting that these two were going through, and into another hairpin we go. As TEIPOS tries to get all the slipstream we possibly can into the hairpin, breaks very late TEIPOS, and Reno as well, as he holds a little bit TEIPOS back so that he can get a good exit, as TEIPOS sets the fastest sector so far, the second fastest second sector purple, that's what I meant to say, and into another hairpin, not crossing the line boundaries. And so far at the moment I can take a break before I go even more insane, as Sam Glove and JOLEARY tries to cut through the field, but it just will not be happening for JOLEARY, as there he goes. JOLEARY, this could be the move for 10th, and I do not think it's going to be good enough as we go back to the battle at the front. 5 tenths separate both Reno and TEIPOS, and these are favourites going into the feature race, the 40-minute race, as the gap between Filthy, TEIPOS, Reno and Lego, 4 seconds. Filthy, Lego, as they before they start to close up. Mr. Bazak trying to hold up Payan here in the Peugeot, as he goes down the inside of Mr. Bazak, and nothing will happen so far, but we have to go back to this fight, as this fight keeps going, getting better and better. 6 laps straight, as Reno picks up a penalty, 1 second penalty, which will cost him a lot, and he will be forced to slow down that 1 second. TEIPOS will gain the lead, Filthy will probably as well. as even if he does get a good exit from here, he will still lose that position. TEIPOS takes the lead of the race. Filthy will probably take second as well, and yes, he did. So RENO now has even more work to do, as TEIPOS can basically just fly now on those medium tyres. As RENO, no! Bad exit! And TEIPOS Filthy 1-2 so far. RENO unfortunately having a mare on the exit of that hairpin, I should say. And TEIPOS is going to basically storm away at this point with Filthy no answer at all, and his tyres are finished. RENO 3 seconds behind Filthy, and it's going to do a lot to catch up to TEIPOS. RENO will have to do loads. However, if I am right, which I don't know, as I will have to keep updating you on this consistently. Right, hold on, where is there we go. So TEIPOS 22 points behind RENO, so he did build himself a little bit of a gap. So TEIPOS will gain those 15 points, but RENO will hold first place in this title race, as JOLEARY back into 8th, as he's starting to climb up a little bit up the ranks, as RENO picks up another penalty which will force him to slow down even more, and he definitely does not want to get off that podium, as Lego and Pyan starts to close up on him, as TEIPOS is probably going to win this sprint race. So let's go to here, as through Pyan's POV on Lego. Will anything happen from this? As you see RENO there at the front of Lego, of the Lancer. Pyan trailing Lego just for now though, but he did get a good exit from there, but pushing Lego through the corner. However, he had to slow down, as Kingston just behind Pyan and Lego as well, so he's going to gain some decent points, possibly even a top 5 if he could, as Pyan and Lego, they finally bang tyres, and Pyan down the inside of turn 2, but unfortunately Lego did cut off the lane as we headed to turn 3 and turn 4. Pyan trailing Lego, as Kingston now is invited into the party for battle for 4th. Into the chicane we go. Kingston gets a beautiful exit, but it just will not seem to happen for him as we drive on with Kingston along through the chicane and into the hairpin. That BMW is definitely not really good on tyre wear, but Pyan side by side with Lego, and will it be? It will be for Pyan up into P4 maybe, but no, it's still side by side. It's going to be nearly 3 wide going into the hairpin, but Kingston down the inside of Pyan, and it will be P5 for Kingston, as Pyan drops down to P6, and Lego, all he has to do is keep up his consistency up in P4, as Kingston Pyan now fight for P5 and possibly even P4 if Kingston can hold on to his tyre wear. But Lego and his tyre wear, it is not looking good. 1 minute left of racing, and JOLEARY in 8th as he tries to fight for 8th. Can Andy Winters let him through? I beg. Shuts the door on JOLEARY, and I think this will be GG's in the chat for JOLEARY, I'm pretty sure, but the Lancer is running very low on tyre wear, and Kingston could put himself up into P4 if Lego continues to put that much pressure. And there it is, there's the effects of tyre wear, and Kingston up side by side through turn 2, and he puts that BMW up into P4, as you also see the Peugeot as well at the back of the Lancer through turn 3, gets the better exit. They go side by side. Who's going to brake later? They bang tyres, the rear right and the front, and there we goes. Payan up into P5 and Lego P6, JOLEARY P7, so we could possibly end up P6 if anything, JOLEARY, if we can hurry this up. And this is still anyone's fight, as well as I will really quickly have to start writing the exact numbers for the championship so that I can actually provide you with the correct details, pretty much. If my pen wants to work. No. Work. Oh, you melon. Where's the pen? I need a pen, I need a pen. Quick. As actually, I'll do that in during the qualifying session. And TEIPOS will come through the final bend to take first blood in this the third blood, sorry, in this championship. And he comes home to win the sprint race. Filthy in second, that's a brilliant race from him. RENO in third, keeps him on that podium, keeps his title hopes alive. Kingston in fourth, Payan fifth, JOLEARY up into P6, so a good recovery drive from 13th to 6th. Trucker in 7th. What on earth was going on back here as Trucker just held up a couple cars? Mr. Pazik finishes P8, Skittles P9, Chills P10, Pyro P11, Lego P12, Sam Glove P13, Andy P14, and Woodlive in 15th, as I need to find a pen ASAP, if anything. And I don't know where I can find one. Bloody work, man. Oh my god, this pen just doesn't want to work, does it? I want to provide you with the correct information, that's the thing, on all this. Oh my god, I need a pen, I need a pen, I need a pen. Or even a pencil will do. Like, honestly, that's all I need right now. Pretty much. Right. Yes, got a pencil. Right. Okay. So, let's have a look. So, 192, 170, 164. Right, let's have a look. So then, let's see. Let's have a look. Who's got what? So, all I know is that's a win for TEIPOS. RENO finishes P3 and JOLEARY finished P5. So that will equal that, and no, that's wrong. That. So, if I have done my maths right, if I have done it right, hopefully I have. Let me quickly. So, the gap now is, hold on. So RENO needs 8th or higher to secure his championship, and I'm pretty sure JOLEARY needs to win, while the rest. Actually, no, hold on. JOLEARY is out of contention, I'm pretty sure. JOLEARY is out of the title fight, yes. RENO holds 17 points over TEIPOS, and RENO needs 8th or higher to secure that championship. So, everything is in play. If you are the championship leader, you have everything to race for, and at the moment RENO is in a good place. RENO is in a very good place, unless he finishes under P8, which is very, very unlikely. Even if TEIPOS does win and gets that whole 25 points, it's not going to be enough to win the championship. But the constructors maybe. The constructors, maybe. So... and there it is. There's the lobby reset. As there it is. Skittles, Pyan, 1, 2. Who else? Andy P3, Skittles P... no, hold on, never mind. Skittles has gone on straight away, looks like. As it looks like to me, it could possibly rain. You never know. However, JOLEARY, unfortunately, it is not a three-way fight. He is out of contention as he needed a P3 finish or to win the race, and it was nice to see JOLEARY to fight in that title fight, but unfortunately he is out now, and the title hopes now are between the two Dutchmen of RENO and TEIPOS, and as I did explain, so RENO, all he needs to do is get a P8 finish, as RENO did text me saying that all he needs is a P8 finish or higher, and RENO wins. If he gets lower than P8, which is very unlikely, TEIPOS wins. And I'm pretty sure he needs to get a win or something, as he is 17, so he needs as I'll have a look really quickly. All he needs, 17, he needs a P4 or higher, and he needs RENO to be 8th or lower to win the championship. So everything is on the line. Everything is on the line, as I just explained. And as we start the qualifying session, which obviously I don't like the qualifying sessions personally, but well, it is what it is. But yeah, that's basically what it is. I honestly hate this qualifying session. It's so boring for me. I find it absolutely boring, but obviously you lot will enjoy it. Skittles across the line and into the 45. Skittles goes 1:45.9. Pyan, what can he set in his Peugeot? I think it's going to be lower. It is going to be lower. Andy Winters, I think it's going to be lower as well, which it is. Lego lower already. Woozy lower. Filthy, I think it is going to be good enough. Filthy on the provisional pole. Pyro up next. Fortunately, that's not good enough. JOLEARY up into P2. Chills is up next across the line. And there's someone snapping me right now. As Chills crosses the line up into P3, knocking Skittles out of the top 3. TEIPOS P3 on the medium compound tyre. Who else? Trucker is next to cross the line. That's not going to be good enough, as Reno now has to put in a good lap, and it's not going to be the best lap, only P9, as I'm pretty sure Mr. Bazik is left as well. Where is Mr. Bazik going to end up? Not on pole or provision on pole position. Kingston. Maybe. No, don't think it's going to be good enough. No, Sam Glove. Unfortunately, he's going to be last place for Sam Glove, as Reno P9. Oh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough, as even if TEIPOS does run away with this race and he does win it, Reno is only one place behind Trucker. That's all it is. However, Trucker is on the medium compound tyre, while Reno is on the hard compound tyre, but obviously everyone will crash out and things like that, so it will be quite easy, as Filthy starts on pole position. I'm pretty sure it's for the first time as well, as I will have a look right now actually, as we start the racing, and it's not. That is his third pole this season. Right, hold on. Let me quickly go back onto Spectate. And it's going to be the run into turn 1, which is all... Oh, Jesus Christ. Who's run there as Skittles and Chills collide? And Reno's still in P9, but never mind. He's already up in the P7. And he is in the position to win the championship for now. As we head further up the grid, TEIPOS still third. JOLEARY takes the lead of the race. From Filthy into the chicane we go. And TEIPOS soon will be up in there as well. Pushes Filthy through the hairpin. And it's not, as JOLEARY will basically just run away with this, as he's on the soft compound tyre, as TEIPOS from out of nowhere just makes a move, but Filthy comes back and TEIPOS, and it's Filthy Andy as well joins the party, and anything can still happen between this, as it's a battle for second, and Filthy still third, as Andy tucks in behind Filthy for now. TEIPOS in second, but JOLEARY running away on those soft tyres, as we see here from a brilliant camera view. Andy through in third now, as Filthy does hit the wall there, as Mr. Bazik up at P4. Chills will soon overtake his teammate as well, and it's a teammate fight. Where's the team orders? And Chills will force his way on to P4, but it's going to be side by side with Mr. Bazik down to turn 1, and it's going to be 3 wide as Mr. Bazik switchback. Beautiful move, 2 in 1, as we have a brilliant fight going on between Trucker, Chills, Filthy, Mr. Bazik. Trucker on the outside of Chills, and Trucker, wow, forcing his way through the field. And Jesus, what is going on right now as Trucker, Chills head towards turn 5, turn 6 as well, and Trucker will take P5 as he chases after Mr. Bazik now. And what on earth is actually going on? Pyan holding up both Lego and Chills, looks like, somehow with one line, as Chills tries to go back at Pyan, and he breaks very late up into P6. Pyan P8, Lego P7, as Reno at the moment out of position to win this, so TEIPOS is in the lead, just for now though, but not for long. Right, what is going on as we go 3 wide going into the hairpin, and Chills takes P6 as I was expecting something, I was expecting something to go wrong for some reason, but Chills holds it together, same as Lego Piad as well, as we finish lap 2 of, I'm pretty sure, 20 something laps of this Watkins Glen track. Truck taking a very wide line, hitting the wall on the exit of the final corner as Chills approaches Trucker, and they head into side by side with Chills, but Trucker will try and do something, but he can't really hold that position as Lego has now appeared from out of nowhere, and he goes up into 6th place as now he's on the far front of Chills. We're gonna go, don't tell me, 4 abreast as Lego down the inside, Trucker tucks him behind, Lego up into no, never mind, he stays P6, but Trucker is attacking instead from Piad as Lego hits the wall, and RENO still in 9th from all this chaos. Lego in 8th, Piad 7th, Trucker in 6th, Chills in 5th. What on earth is going on with all this? Andy somehow in 3rd. Where has he appeared from? JOLEARY still holding the lead of the race. Chills in... What is going on? Trucker 6th, Piad 7th. RENO back in position to win this drivers championship as Kingston and Filthy are going at it, the sprint winner, and Filthy side by side with Kingston, but never mind, it's Filthy who will take P10, but Kingston back at Filthy, and Kingston holds P10. Filthy unfortunately just isn't filthy enough, and Kingston sits on the throne and just holds P10 just for now. But this is incredible, honestly. This has to be the best race of the season, even better than Brands Hatch, if you do remember Brands Hatch. Ridiculous racing on Brands Hatch, but this tops it off as RENO in position to win the Drivers' Championship. Just for now though, as he somehow holding up with the medium compound runners like crazy it is, as the tyre seems to be pretty much nearly the same exact level as this Peugeot right in front of him, which is very surprising to me, I'm not gonna lie. As let's see, Andy Winters, unfortunately he had a nightmare, and Mr. Bazik takes P3. Sorry for hitting my mic just a bit. Right, let's see what's going on. Trucker's still P6, as there are no battles currently going on anywhere, but all the drivers are just 5 tenths or something within each other as we speak. Filthy back at Kingston. Filthy on the outside, switches back to the outside, and they go side by side, going into the hairpin, and it's going to be Uzi going to be at the end of the line. It's going to be Kingston who will hold P10, but Filthy will not give up that easily, as he now takes 10th place just 1 corner later, and he's up into P10 as Kingston will try and go back at Kingston here at the penultimate corner, but no, it won't do. Filthy is filthy enough to take P10 away from the king, and he's up into P10 as Lego chasing down RENO for 8th, as I'm trying to look for a nice close fight for you lot to enjoy, as like we did at the start of this stream. There are just battles absolutely everywhere. Mr. Bazik, Andy, 3 tenths separating them as we head down the straight and into the first chicane. Andy, Mr. Bazik, Andy still 3rd and 4th as we head into the hairpin, the long hairpin, the fast hairpin, whatever you want to call it, and into the shorter one now, as it's now turned into a 3-way fight with Chills now coming into the party, and Chills cutting through some grass, and Chills down the inside of Andy, as they make a little bit of contact. That was quite a hard push. That was quite harsh from Chills, if I got to be honest. And Chills up into P4. Trucker still holding on to P6 as Lego has overtook Reno for P8. As Pyan and Trucker still fighting it out for P6. Andy and what? Reno down in P9. As we have a look further down the grid. And Filthy for some reason is down in P15. Looks like, as Kingston is now all alone in P10. As Pyan starts to close the gap a little bit there, but Andy into turn 1 with Chills. Chills, it's going to be Andy on top for P4. As we have a look further down the grid, but Chills tries to go back at Andy up the hill into turn 3 and turn 4. And we head down the straight once again as Chills. We drive along with him. And he's still looking at the back of that Mitsubishi thinking, can I get past here? And he does get past into the chicane. And Chills goes very wide there. He will not hit the wall, but Andy goes back at him. Through goes Andy Winters into turn 9. And he's up to P4. Somehow, from out of nowhere, Andy takes P4 as Chills made a massive mistake. And unfortunately, he's down in position as he's weaving on a track. And Trucker, from out of nowhere, up into P5 as the traction on those tyres are completely gone. But Chills is down in P7. Pyan with a penalty. Lego in P7. And Trucker now in P5, Andy P4. What on earth has happened? As Chills has gone to the exit round. Reno in position for the championship back again. He's in P7. And what on earth is going on at this point? And JOLEARY pits as he's on the soft compound. He's on the soft compound tyre. So Mr. Bassett will take P2, Andy P3, and what on earth is going on? TEIPOS takes the lead of the race from JOLEARY's pit stop. Andy will have to pit very soon. Trucker up into P4, Lego P5, Reno P6. As he's on the hard compound tyres, so no surprise there. As Lego makes a mistake, and this could cost Lego as he has a chasing Reno after him, and this could mean Reno P5. And will it be Reno P5? It will be Reno P5. And Lego in P6. And Reno getting ever so close on his firm hand on that championship, away from TEIPOS, even if he does win this race. Trucker now P4 trailing Andy Winters for that final podium spot as Trucker tries to get used to the controller settings. That's why he is in tier 2. I'm pretty sure I said that last stream. But into the hairpin we go. Downshifts to second gear, Trucker. And here we go. No, it won't happen for him. Looks like Pyan has now closed up the gap there quite quickly, to be fair. And Lego has overtook Reno once again. But no, never mind. Reno isn't going to go at Lego, but Reno does, I think, get the better exit. Or he doesn't. I'm not personally sure, but this is nice. This is a nice camera angle there. As we have a look at the back of Pyan as well from Reno's POV, we see how close these three drivers are with each other as Pyan pushes Reno and hits the rear bumper of Reno's Jaguar right in front of him. And if anything, it didn't help Pyan. If anything, well, it didn't do too much for Pyan as he gave Reno a little bit of advantage. But Trucker and Andy now are fighting for it as Mr. Bazik up into P2, and I don't know where JOLEARY has ended, but Trucker easy straight away to the wall and round the outside of the straight into the chicane, and another one. Trucker takes the final podium spot just for now. and Andy will not, I don't think, go back at Trucker. No, he will not, as his tyres are completely finished. Same as Lego's. Reno will take P5 as he's thought he was on the inside line, but unfortunately he wasn't. He gave room for Lego to not make a crash as we head into the hairpin, but Payan forcing his way through goes Payan into the hairpin, and they go side by side. Is it going to be free and press? They bang tyres, and they're still side by side going into the next hairpin with Payan on the inside, Reno around the outside, still holding side by side, as now Reno will go back at Payan, but yes they do, as Reno takes back P6, but Payan, I thought he was going to go for the switch back there, but he don't. Reno and Payan giving us some brilliant racing throughout that whole sector. The end of Sector 2 and the whole of Sector 3, as Lego goes a bit deep there into the pit lane, same as Andy as well. So the two Lancers are now pit. Trucker into P3, Reno P4, Payan P5. And you can easily now say, if Reno does not fuck this up, sorry for swearing, he will have a firm hand on that driver's championship, not only in Formula 1 Tier 5, he will take it in Tier 2 as well in GT, and that will be some achievement. Not in 1 week, 2 championships, 3 championships if anything, as well, counting the constructors championship from Tier 5 as well. So that's 3 championships in 1 week, basically, for Reno. And this week, he's going to be drinking like mad if he does clinch this third championship. However, there are still another 25 minutes left of racing, and don't get your hopes too high, Reno, as you could still fuck this up, as TEIPOS, firm hand on the lead of the race, starting lap 10. Mr. Bazik just holding on to Tier 2 as he has a chasing Trucker right behind him. And is Trucker going to pit? No, they will not. They will hold P3. Trucker will. Same as Mr. Bazik, he will go on for another lap. Payan P4. JOLEARY P5. What happened to Reno? Hold on a minute. What's happened to Reno? He's down in P8. I don't know exactly what happened, but he's still in that position. As I did say, don't get your hopes up too high. Commentator's curse once again. Pyro P9, Wizzy in P10, Chills in P11, as he's on another set of soft compound tyres, as it is this short pit lane as well. As Skittle's doing a good job for the Jaguar team in P7, Reno only in P8, Kingston, JOLEARY P6 and P5, so these two are going to soon go at each other, as JOLEARY puts on another set of soft compound tyres. This is the second one he has used this race. As Trucker still catching up to Mr. Bazik, about to lose all of their tyre life. Trucker will, same as Mr. Bazik, and Payan will take P2 very comfortably from Mr. Bazik and Trucker. JOLEARY will be back on the podium for now, as they are going very slowly so that they do not crash out in these final moments of lap 10. As you can even tell on how bad the tyre wear is, that Trucker literally has to use half throttle through that turn. As TEIPOS is in the pit lane as well, as the top 3 all pit. Payan pits as well, so JOLEARY will be back in control of this race, looks like to me, and he does take back the lead. Kingston on the set of hard compound tyres, he's up into P2. If he can carry this up, he will be on the podium for the first time, I'm pretty sure, as I will have a look right now. And RENO P3, as we see TEIPOS out of the pit lane. And TEIPOS out on a medium compound tyre. We're going to see the Titans clash again. RENO and TEIPOS. Wow. This is absolutely mental. This race has been a joy to watch, to commentate, and for you viewers at home, you must be enjoying this race. Have to be. There is no way. There is no possible way you lot are not enjoying this race. Pyro P5, as he's doing a mega stint on those hard compound tyres. 20 minutes left of racing. RENO, TEIPOS, P3 and P4. We will see them clash out again as Kingston in P2. As I'm trying to look for some battles for you lot. As Mr. Bazak and Payat into the hairpin. We go. Trucker was out straight away, looks like, as he did fuel up a little bit, but not too much. There goes Mr. Bazak and Payat as well, as Payat is on the soft compound tyre, so he's going to do easy light work of Mr. Bazak. And is it going to be as comfortable as I think? Yes. Yes, it will be, as he is now right next to him. Easy does it. They go side by side, and just there alone showed on how easy that move was for Payat up into P8. But Mr. Bazak will not give up that position very easily, as he's trying to go back at Payat up into turn 4 and down the straight into the chicane. Mr. Bazak will not give that position back very easily, as the Mercedes does have good power. But Payat will hold P8, and now Samglov is in the party, looks like, as Samglov has not really been spoken about too much this stream, as finally he has some screen time, as he is involved in a fight, as Mr. Bazak and Payat still fighting it out. As Payat seems to be getting away from Samglov and Mr. Bazak, but Samglov round the outside of Mr. Bazak into the tight hairpin. Beautiful move around the outside of Mr. Bazak. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But Skittles side by side with Lego, and could this happen anything? Skittles on the inside, Lego around the outside. Lego will hold that position on the outside, but Skittles will go through to P11. And Lego will not get that position away that easily, as he holds P11. But Skittles as well would not give up that position too easily, as Andy starts to close up the gap to Lego and Skittles. So now Skittles is in a Lancer sandwich, and that will allow, if they can play this out right, Skittles and Lego side by side. What is going on? Skittles through on Lego going into turn 1, as Lego does go quite deep, and Skittles gets P10 for himself right now, as we finally have a title clash. But is it really a title clash if RENO is higher than 8th? I mean, yeah, because they are the top two leading drivers. So as soon as they get closer, that's when I will start to showcase them, obviously. As Skittles catching up to Mr. Barzik very, very rapidly, and I just see that TEIPOS is starting to close in the gap on his fellow Dutchman, Reno King, right in front of him. Unfortunately, not on exactly the same team, but otherwise the constructors would have been easily theirs. As TEIPOS from the beginning in Interlagos, I remember the first time commentating TEIPOS and Reno together in Interlagos. They both had the pace. TEIPOS finishing twice on the podium in Interlagos. Pretty sure winning one of them as well, with Reno having some amazing pace as well in Interlagos. And I'm just looking at the table right now. TEIPOS did end in Interlagos twice on the podium, with Reno coming in 4th, so they both had brilliant pace round Interlagos. And throughout since that week, I was not expecting to have a massive title clash like this that we're having right now, as Kingston leads the way. Pretty sure for the first time leads a lap in ALR, with Reno and TEIPOS finally coming together, with TEIPOS tucking in behind Reno's Jaguar. TEIPOS on the inside line having more tyre grip, and easy move goes TEIPOS, but Reno will not give that position up very easily, but he will keep it clean. And Reno does hit his apexes, however it's not good enough, as TEIPOS so much tyre life compared to Reno's hard tyres, as he finally pits, same as Kingston. Brilliant stint on those hard tyres. Pyro doing an amazing job holding everyone up as he finally pits for a brand new set with 15 minutes to go. And Reno out of the pit lane, and he's out of contention again, as TEIPOS now leads the way. And depending on what tyre Reno has chosen, it's the medium compound tyre. He has to work his ass off right now, as he's in P11 and he has Woozy, Kingston and Andy in front of him, as Kingston did have a nice lead before he pits, so that's why he is in P9. However, Reno still has a lot of work to do if he still wants that championship. At the moment it is TEIPOS, so we could go all the way down to the wire here at Watkins Glen. It's still not decided comfortably, as Reno out of position. 13 minutes left, nearly 13 minutes left exactly left on the clock. So we're heading into the sprint race times. So not a lot of time left, but it looks like to me there is a battle here coming soon. JOLEARY on the medium compound tyre, whereas Payan in on the soft compound tyre. Trucker on the hard compound tyre as well. So we went from the hard to mediums, as he's doing a brilliant job from P4, as Skittles as well in P5. Let's have a look here, as Reno already catching up to Woozy here with not a lot of time left, and Reno knows it. He knows it completely himself, and I'm pretty sure the gap to 8th is around 6 seconds. 6 seconds nearly, the gap is. So Reno, put your burners on. 12 minutes remaining. No stress. No stress. easy as pie, and that's it. Medium compound tyre Pyro has chosen for his final stint, as the one stop seems to be the preferred option for everyone, as now we'll get to the boring stages of the race, where basically there's one man who will dominate, also known as TEIPOS games. And will that be enough? Will that be enough for TEIPOS to win the championship if RENO does not make that 6 seconds, if anything? RENO started to close the gap on Woozy, but his tyres are slowly going as well, as RENO is on fresh medium compound tyre, with Kingston as well being quite fast on those medium compound tyres as well. This will be a very interesting lap. This will be a very interesting and nerve-wracking moment for RENO, mostly anyway, as TEIPOS now can basically cruise to his, well, he can basically cruise to his next win in Tier 2, and for the final time this season, in Season 6, the final win of the season, if anything. And wow, RENO still has so much work to do if he wants to secure that third championship. I'm not going to be mentioning anything anymore about RENO. I will let him focus. Skittles in P5 as he has to refuel and change his tyres to a medium compound tyre. Trucker with a 3.5 second time penalty, as he will stand to catch up to JOLEARY as well, which will force him back even more. As just a quick side note as well, if you haven't heard already, it is a little bit of football news. However, Karim Benzema has just won the Ballon d'Or. Through goes Skittles up into P4. Just to put it out there as well, Karim Benzema has just won what's it called again? Ballon d'Or, that's what I meant. TEIPOS pits for a brand new set of tyres, probably softs, with JOLEARY taking back the lead of the race. Trucker up into P2, Skittles pits as well, which means Mr. Basil will be back on the podium, but no, never mind. It's going to be TEIPOS on a set of soft tyres. Now he's going to be absolutely rapid, as he has 10 minutes left on the clock. And RENO P9, 1.5 seconds. That's all he has. But another couple seconds to Andy Winters, who is on a worn set of hard compound tyres as well. So this has now been the strategy run, as Trucker with another 3 second time penalty, with JOLEARY cruising on those medium compound tyres to another win. And through goes TEIPOS up into P2. As what RENO wants now is Payan to overtake Andy, so that Andy can basically, or Andy to force Payan to basically keep him behind, but it's not going to happen, as Payan basically just forces his way through Andy, but that will give quite a bit of time to RENO, as now everything is on line. 7 minutes remaining, and at the moment it is TEIPOS' title. No pressure at all. No pressure. No pressure for no one. TEIPOS at the moment with a hand on a trophy. But can he put that second hand on it? If RENO does not make it, P8, if anything. As we did have a little bit of a battle between Lego and Kingston, but unfortunately that ended quite quickly. Kingston showing great pace around. RENO fell off. No, not really. He had to pit, but yeah. And RENO will be in position to win the championship, and there it is. 8th place for RENO. And Paya now will be overtaking Lego, I'm pretty sure. What's the race roundup? Well, for everything to go RENO's way, he needs to be 8th or higher to win this championship. And TEIPOS needs to be 4th or higher, with RENO to be in the bottom 8, which at the moment is not happening as RENO is in 8th. I think that's self-explanatory. And basically, not much has basically happened, as we have a nice battle here between Skittles and Pyro, two former teammates in the Saturday League, which will now be transformed into the Wednesday League, I'm pretty sure, from next season. I'm not quite sure 100%, but that's what I think is going to happen, as Pyro hits his apex quite nicely as well with Skittles on those soft compound tyres. Overshooting turn 1, but down turn 2, turn 3 and turn 4 up the hill as well. A very nice fast flowing track this is, as Skittles pushing Pyro, using all everything, the wall, the grass, everything to help it get past Pyro, as he sets the fastest lap of the race, as Pyro holding on to P11 as Skittles down the inside of Pyro, but no, it will not happen for Skittles once again. Pyro holding P11. No, he doesn't seem to be stressed at all. Now Skittles is making all those moves on him. If anything, it's just losing Skittles time, which he's going to be gaining literally in one corner on the exit of the turn. Pyro minding his own business, as he normally does. As we exit the hairpin between Skittles and Pyro. Pyro, Skittles, Skittles, Pyro. We finally head into the hairpin with Skittles finally side by side with Pyro. It's going to be Skittles, but no, Pyro goes back at Skittles, and Skittles back at Pyro. We head into another hairpin, as this sector is basically full of hairpins, and Pyro showing us on how it's done through a lap, keeping it nice and composed. Can he take this form into next season? As Pyro basically showing it on how it's done, as you can see, as he sets his personal best as well of a 1:46.1, with TEIPOS setting the fastest lap of the race. RENO up into P7, as we need to keep monitoring where RENO is, if he has spun out or anything like that. This form whilst he's outside of the top 10. He was in the top 10. And the form of defending, I meant. That's what I meant. The form of defending, as we start to hit the dark clouds around the circuit of Watkins Glen for 2 seconds. Yeah, exactly. For 2 exact seconds. But TEIPOS closing in the gap on JOLEARY finally for the lead of the race. And can TEIPOS take this away, as RENO is so far in position to win this Drivers' Championship, as Filthy will have to pit again. as he did not time it correctly. His fuel saving and everything like that. But he's gonna carry on going for some reason. I don't... Why do you bother? Why? I don't understand. So we got a nice battle here for 4th between Kingston and Pyan. Kingston on the medium compound tyre with Pyan on a soft. As Pyan around the outside as Kingston defends very nicely going into the chicane. And he could even start making... Well, he could get ever so close to Trucker as his tyres are nearly gone as well. We head into the last minute of the race as well, as JOLEARY and TEIPOS are going at it sooner or later. But here we are, 1 minute left, if not 45 seconds, and I'm pretty sure this will be TEIPOS's win, if anything. If JOLEARY can actually hold TEIPOS off, this will be absolutely incredible job from JOLEARY, which doesn't look like to me as TEIPOS standing inside of JOLEARY, but we head down the pitch straight for one final time as we finally head into the last 10 seconds. RENO will round the penultimate bend. Not only has he won the Tier 5 Drivers' Championship, the Tier 5 Constructors' Championship, he's now won the GT Tier 2 Championship. And possibly, this has to be his greatest week in ALR racing. That's for sure, as we now continue the fight for TEIPOS, and TEIPOS will now run away with this. But RENO, the man of the hour, RENO King 98, has just won the Tier 2 Drivers' Championship, with Aston Martin possibly taking the Constructors. RENO King, honestly, brilliant driving this week. Brilliant racing this week. You will be remembered in the Tier 2 history books, that's for sure. And wow, something incredible. Something incredible. But now we watch on with TEIPOS and JOLEARY for this final lap of racing in Season 6. And it is going to go TEIPOS' way. It is going to be TEIPOS who wins, but unfortunately it is not good enough to win the Drivers' Championship. Unfortunately, he will be the runner-up, but he will win the sprint race, the feature race, sorry, and he will win. Also, he will take a crown for the constructors with Pyro as well. But a man of the hour, RENO King 98, 100%. Wow. Wow. Honestly, wow. This has to be the most championships in a week. In 1 week. As he took the momentum from Tier 5, and he took that momentum into GT here tonight, and it is going to be TEIPOS. Unfortunately, TEIPOS, it's not good enough, lads. It hates me to say it, because honestly, he deserves a title. But honestly, this was, in my opinion, better than last season. This title deciding race, I think, was better than last season's race in Daytona? Wow. I am speechless. And if I can, I will try and get RENO's perspective on this as well. If he will be happy enough to hop along, obviously. No. Hold on, wait. If my PlayStation wants to hurry up. There we go. And obviously, if you guys want to stay along for the drivers' champion interview, stay along, as you will hear the words of the man himself, Reno King 98, the Tier 2, Tier 5, and the Constructors winner. And there he is, the man of the hour. The man of the hour, Reno King 98, Tier 2 champion. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm so happy right now. I almost threw it away. I'm so goddamn happy that I got it.
Those last couple of minutes must have been really stressful for you.
The thing was, when I spun, I just knew, fuck, it's over. I screwed it up. I just knew that TEIPOS was gonna win it, and then I saw his fastest lap pop up as well. But yeah, when I exited the pits for my medium stint, I noticed I was like P11 or P10, and my heart just fell to the ground. And oh my god, those last couple of laps, yeah, I was shaking, I was so nervous, tried my best to just keep it on track.
Even on the stream, I was like, just hold your nerve and you'll be completely fine. Like, if you watch this back, which I'm pretty sure you will,
of course,
I'm pretty sure you will. Not only did you win Tier 2 tonight, you are a 3-time champion in 1 week.
In like 5 days or something.
In 1 week.
Abnormal. It's unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure this is the most championships any driver has secured in a week.
I mean, it has to be.
It has to be.
Put me in the Hall of Fame. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it is. I will have to speak to Boomer about this, or you can even.
Yeah,
but honestly, massive respect to TEIPOS for giving you.
Oh my god.
For giving you a brilliant title challenge.
The biggest thing is, like, he started off as a reserve. He didn't even race like the first race or the second race as well, and still he got so close. I mean, hats off to him. He did fucking amazing. He did almost all he could. He only didn't get one fastest lap, but he did everything he could. But yeah, sadly for him, it wasn't enough, and I stuck it out.
Honestly, he deserves a championship as well.
He does. I mean,
if you could split, if you could just saw it in half, give one half to him, one half to yourself, I think both of you would be very happy.
Yeah, that would be the right thing to do, of course. But yeah, for now, I'm just I'm gonna bask in the glory.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be happy, and like I joined ALR like 3 years ago, I think. Never won a title, and now I've won 3 in 5 days. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so happy.
Oh, you're over the roof. I can already tell just by your reaction.
Yeah, I am.
You are over the roof, 100%.
When I finished, I had to do a quick calculation, to make sure, and then I saw it, and I freaked out.
Yeah. How do you find the season? That's my main question. Like, how did you find the season overall? Like, Was it hard for you? Was it easy or?
It was a mixed bag, to be
Oh yeah.
honest. I mean, yeah, 90% of the calendar was on me, like I made the calendar. So I was really looking forward to the season, a bunch of good tracks and mix of tracks, and I got a great car, great livery, fucking amazing teammate, such a great guy, Skittles. And yeah, the first few rounds, I was like, yeah, some things aren't right in the steer, like some guys were obviously too quick, and I got quite a bit of stick for it, and quite a people telling me, or hearing from quite a lot of people that they think I'm just manufacturing this title to win it for myself, and yeah, that got me down pretty badly. I even said in chat I was gonna drop out, you know, but the amount of support I received from everybody in Tier 2 and the amount of messages overwhelmed me, and I had decided I had to go on. And yeah, those last 4 or 5 races were just the best, like a fucking amazing tier, just great guys everywhere, great commentator. So it's been a damn enjoyable season. It really has been.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable to even watch the whole season as well, except for Gardens, which I didn't attend. But
yeah,
every other race I was there. Every other race I was there. That's all that matters.
9 out of 10. I mean, that's perfect. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, props to you. Like the first 2 or 3 races, you were always 10 minutes late. Like always.
I wasn't 10 minutes late. I think I was like 3 minutes
like
late. But
yeah,
other than that, like I did get the races.
10 minutes, honestly,
that's all that matters.
Was,
that's all that matters is that I was there.
Yeah, but as I was gonna say, massive props to you for improving that and being on time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even Tier 2 on F1 wants me to commentate their tier now.
I mean, I can't fucking blame him. Of course they do.
Yeah, so yeah. Anyway,
yeah, overall, I had a fucking great season, and I'm so happy to have won it.
At least the main prize you've won. That's all that matters.
I did. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
constructors, yeah, it could have happened, but yeah, the Pyro and Olive at the beginning, and now
that battle at the start.
Strong.
That battle at the start of the sprint.
Yeah, it was a great one, wasn't it?
Talk me through it. Talk me through it. What was your thought process?
I somehow I got P2, and I just knew at that point, okay, I'm gonna be P1 at exit of turn 1, because my car, it always has a great start. It just does. And I just flew past TEIPOS, and then the next 4 or 5 laps were just constant battling. Like, Sector 1 was my sector. I always just drove away, and then Twisty Bit, he got a lot of positions back, and at the hairpin, like at the end of Sector 2, he always was beside me. Like, I think for four laps straight, he was just beside me in that corner. And somehow we managed to drive the next couple of corners always very cleanly, no contact whatsoever, which is something I can't say for a lot of guys in a feature race, but whatever. And yeah, it was just amazing racing. It's what you want to have. It's why we do GT, to have amazing battles.
And I did ask for a brilliant race to end the season, and it was possibly the greatest race
I think we delivered
of the season.
I think we delivered.
You've delivered over the expectation I was hoping for.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And on that note, I will be rounding off season 6, sorry. Season 4.
Yeah, 6.
Season 6. I'll be rounding off season 6. Reno King is your winner of tier 2. Any last words for the people at home?
Well, have a good night. See you next season.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much.